get down to it. Now, uh, yeah, we're going over Wraith King, and the biggest issues with 1.9K bracket are that it's not really your traditional Dota. It's really weird. You're gonna mostly have 4 or 5 carries. Nobody's gonna play support. People aren't usually gonna pick, you know, regular heroes. Do you watch pro games? Do you watch high level games?
Sorry?
Do
What
you, do
high
you
level is
do you watch pro games?
watch program? Yeah, sometime.
Okay, so the things that you will see in pro games won't really be happening in your game. So you can't really say if a certain person is doing the right thing or the wrong thing or anything like that. So you kind of just have to eyeball things and just like um, picks wise, it's not going to make any sense. So it's normally going to be 2-1-2. There's two people going to be in the lane, in bot lane, one in the mid, and two in the carry lane.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might have a jungler, like the Legion Commander is jungling. So you're going to have most likely one person in the off lane and two in the safe lane, one in the jungle, one in the mid. So it's important to um, make sure that at least if you have a melee carry in the safe lane, that he's not alone. So, for example, right now it seems like there's only a Monkey King going to be in this lane. Um,
Yeah.
Although Monkey King is a hero who is okay to be left alone in a lane, in your bracket you don't want to do that. So right now, maybe you should have asked your Necro to go to this lane and help him out because he's probably going to have a hard time. And this is what's going to happen quite often is that the person who's solo in the lane is going to be feeding, pretty much non-stop feeding, and you're just going to lose the game because of that. Because especially in your bracket, if the enemy even one hero.
Yeah.
จะเอากี่ฟอง
Two, please.
Okay, they'll keep
Yeah,
half.
sorry. That was my
No
mom.
worries.
Yep.
Even if one hero gets really farmed, um, he's just going to take over the entire game. So it's really important not to allow any possibility of feeding. It looks like the Monkey King is just going to be roaming. The Legion Commander is jungling. You both are in this lane, so your carry lane is completely left free. So that's not too
Yeah.
bad. That's not as bad as one person being in that lane. To be very honest with you, so it's okay. The important thing is that right now you are a carry. Your hero is a carry hero. You're a carry. So
Yeah.
what is the most important thing? What the most important thing for a carry is getting as many last hits as possible. Now in the 1K bracket, um, okay, so 10 minutes is usually the time that you want to assess last hits, right? So at 10 minutes, normally in a 1K game, you can expect to see somewhere between 15 to 25 last hit, 15 to 20 last hits in 10 minutes, right?
Yep.
Which is pretty bad
Yeah, it is.
if you consider the fact that at 10 minutes 82 creeps have been in the lane in any one lane. So for 100% farming efficiency, you would have had to had 82 CS, and obviously 20 CS is like 25% efficiency, and that's really bad. And that's like if you get 25 CS, 20 CS. Right now, your last hits are 1 at 1 minutes in, and at this rate, you're going to have 10 last hits at 10 minutes, of course. But let's see how the game develops. Now, you have a Quelling Blade, which is pretty good to help you last it, and it's really important. But it's really important. Like when you are a melee hero, it's really important to make sure that you allow yourself, like, it's really important that you get last hits, like when you're playing carry especially. Really, really important that you get last hits. You can go into this game in arcade. There is this game called Last Hit Challenge. This one,
Yeah.
Last Hit Challenge. I cannot stress enough how important going into this Last Hit Challenge and practicing is going to be for you. Like, it's the most important thing I can get across to you in this session.
Yep.
Spend hours, if possible, playing that, practicing that on all the heroes that you plan on playing. Like, if you play a lot of, do you play any particular hero a lot? Doesn't seem like you play any one hero particularly. It's just more like, looks like whatever you have a mood for. But that's something that is besides the point. In fact, if you go onto my YouTube profile YouTube channel, and you go into the improving a Dota section, I list certain things that you can do to improve your skill, improve your MMR, and play Dota better. And one of those things is to narrow a hero pool. But the thing is that you are at the 1K level, and you really need to experience all the heroes. So for you, the best thing to do is actually go into this all hero challenge and play all of these heroes. Literally win a game, try and win a game with every single one of these heroes. And if you go onto my YouTube channel, I list certain things that you should do when you're doing this challenge, like go into the Dota 2 wiki page and learn those heroes. Don't just try and win randomly. Go on to Dota 2 wiki, learn all these heroes, and then try and win. Because that's literally, this is a very complex game. It's not going to be 2 things, 3 things that you can just, learn and that's it. You suddenly become really, really good. That's not going to happen, right? So, but at the moment we're focusing on the carry role, and as far as the carry role is concerned, the one big thing that you need to improve, and one big thing that you can improve, is last hitting. The reason why last hitting is important is because obviously last hit gets you gold. Gold is important because gold gets you items. Literally, if you have more farm, meaning more items than the enemy team, any team fight, intentional or accidental, you're going to win it. If you win it, you win the game. That's it. If you win like 3-4 team fights, you crush them, you get more and more gold, you snowball off of that. They can't kill you. That's it. You win the game. So that's why it's really, really important that you get as many last hits as possible. In fact, it looks like one person in your game might be a Smurf, and we can have a quick look. Oh shit, we can't. Okay, so this guy might be a Smurf because he's actually got 12 CS in 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, 8 2s are 16. In 2 minutes, 16 creeps have been in the lane, and this guy's got 13 last hits out of that 16. So that is actually 4K level nearly. So this guy is most likely an account booster or a Smurf, and this is one of the ways you can actually see that as well. So I wouldn't expect. I wouldn't be surprised if Slark actually wrecked you guys in this game. I guess that's not the case. He did die 13 times, so maybe he's really, really good at last hitting, and that's about it. Oh wait! He was alone in the lane as well, so that could have been. That could have been. Okay, yeah, he's not a Smurf for sure. First item, quarterstaff. He is 100% not a Smurf. Okay.
He's good on last hitting.
The second thing is, I didn't want to talk too much about your starting items, but you bought 1 tango to the lane. That's not always the best thing to do, but your hero actually has an inbuilt healing mechanism in your vampiric aura. So you need to pick up vampiric aura as soon as you feel like, okay, I've started taking harass, I've eaten a tango, and I'm not really buying any more tangos, and I'm gonna run out of these 4 tangos, and then I'm gonna have nothing else left. So pretty much right after, as soon as you turn level 2, you should have skilled up vampiric aura, right? If you skilled vampiric aura, maybe you would have been half HP right now, eat a couple of more tangos, and you would have been able to go back to the lane. But in this case, you're so low that you shouldn't go back to this lane. Right now, what you should do is you should go back to base, you should heal up max HP, max mana. You have plenty of money. You buy a TP, you buy boots, brown boots, and you buy another set of tangos. You really need more regen. Vampiric Aura is not enough. It's not enough to stay in lane, right? So it's really important to buy more regen. Now, you ate a tango here and then went back to base. That was a waste of tango and a lot of waste of time. If we go back and see when you actually went low in HP, right, so 2 minutes 50 seconds. So 2 minutes 50 seconds is the moment that you should have just decided to go back to base. But instead, you linger on here, and you finally decide. Well, it didn't take you too long, but it took you about 10 seconds or 15 seconds. Yeah, about 15 seconds to finally decide, but you also ate a tango in the process. So there's a lot of gold here that you missed out on. You didn't get this gold because you just stayed there, walked around, didn't do anything. Also, if you had started off with a tango and a salve, right here, this was a moment you could have eaten an entire salve and then came back to the lane immediately and not missed CS, not missed experience. Experience is a very important factor as well. It's not just gold, right? So both of these things you missed out on because your starting items were not correct. You didn't have enough regen, and also your you wasted a little bit of time instead of going back to base. It's always better to go back to base if you are too low and you fear that the enemy team might kill you. Okay. Yeah, that's Lark. That's Lark, guys. Off the charts in his last inning at the moment.
Yeah.
In your bracket.
Pretty hard.
Now, 5 minutes in, you have got 13 CS. Now, if we double it, it's going to be 26 CS at 10 minutes, right? So
yeah,
that's not too bad. For 1K, that's not too bad. But let's see if you are able to maintain that. Because normally CS starts to fall off around 7-8 minutes. That's when a little bit of fighting starts to happen because people get a couple of, the brutes, the treads, things like that. Their level 6s, ults and whatnot start to come into play and things like that. So, yeah. Your choice in skill build, with Wraith King, you almost never want to level up this stun past level 1. I mean, past this first level until you literally can't level anything else. You can't level up stats anymore, so pretty much you're gonna have to level this blast up. This is the first time. This patch is the first time I'm actually gonna level up his stun before 23 minutes at level 23. I've literally never leveled up stats over the stun. So this patch, when I play Wraith King, is going to be the first time when the level up is stun to level 2. But your decision is Vampiric Aura or Crit. Now, generally, if you're taking Harass in the lane, you want to level up Vampiric Aura. Now, you have... this is something that is, lane to lane, game to game. really, what do you feel right now in this particular moment? Are you taking harass? Do you feel like you're taking harass? Are you staying in lane? If you're staying in lane and you're taking harass, you want to level up Vampiric Aura. If you're um, taking so much harass that you feel like, okay, there is literally no way I can stay in this lane. I have to go to the jungle, which is a good decision, by the way. If you're having a horrible lane, like you're literally standing here and you're not going to be able to do anything, let's say there's a Viper in this lane and you literally can't do anything, just go to the jungle. Go to the jungle and farm there. Keep an eye out when the creep wave reaches this tower. Then you need to come back to this tower. You've got two camps here. There's a small camp. There's a medium camp and a large camp. You farm those two. You come back to the lane as soon as the creep wave reaches this. Once again, you want to level up Vampiric Aura because you want to be able to sustain yourself in the jungle. But when you have a game where literally nothing is happening and you're not taking harass, then you max out your crit. Right now in this game, you're not taking too much harass, so your decision to level up Vampiric Aura, your decision to level up crit, I'm okay with that.
Oh, I'm our last hitting slug by one.
Yeah. His last settings start to fall off, and also you've got pretty high last hits compared to last time. All right, this is something that I do want to get into. All right, so PA rotates in. Okay. Now you did not use your stun at all.
No.
Okay. So you have your stun, and first of all, you turned around to fight the PA. One of your teammates is over here, the other teammate is over here. Neither of them are close enough to help you. So you should have just backed off. You should have backed off, started running back, and when your teammates come in to engage, then you come back in. That's one thing. Second, why did you use your stun?
Oh, I think I was too panicked, I guess.
Yeah, okay. So panic, the only way to deal with panic is to play a lot, I guess. Because if you don't play a lot, then you won't really, have muscle memory of different scenarios, different situations. You won't know the strengths and weaknesses of your hero. Like right there, you didn't have level 6, you're susceptible to dying. The PA was mid, so she's already got level 6. She had a crit. She's doing lots and lots of damage. Also, your teammates weren't there. You should have been aware of that. Watch the mini map. Look at the mini map. See where your teammates are. If your teammates are not close enough, then try to get close to them or try to run back and allow your teammates to catch up to the fight. If you ran back, you would have been completely fine. You could have stunned the PA and ran back. You could have just ran back, waited for your allies to start fighting, and then you could have turned in, stunned the PA, and then 3 of you killed them and whatnot. But it turned out you didn't. You just died to her. So the next decision that you made, which was wrong, was coming to this lane. So this guy was already this guy was already in this lane. She's having a fine time. She's 3-1 against the Slark. So coming into this lane, you're kind of, sort of stealing his farm and XP. So that's not something that you should be doing. You went to this lane. This is your lane. PA rotated from mid. She's just gonna go back to mid. You should have just come back to this lane and farmed here.
Yep. I see.
Okay, you got 3 points in crit. It really limits your ability to farm in the jungle. You're having a hard time staying in lanes, or I'm not sure why you came to this lane. Oh, you ate a mango. Also, you didn't have to eat a mango here. You have plenty of mana for stun. You have plenty of mana for reincarnation. You don't need to stun anybody. You don't need to revive. Using a mango here, unless it was an accident, a mango gives you 150 mana. You had exactly 150 mana remaining, but you did have 1 mana regen per second, and you're not using your mana for anything. So that mango was completely wasted, and you're just gonna die. You know, you're not. Okay. So the big thing that you're struggling with right now is HP regen. There you go. Mana was a complete waste. Your mana was a complete waste. Mango was a complete waste. You could have used your stun, and after you use your stun, you immediately pop a mango, and you're alive again, and then you can pop another stun, and then this guy would have been dead. You know, imagine right here, you still had the mango, right? You stun this guy. You know, both of you right click him a couple of times. You're about to die. You pop the mango. If you don't have enough mana for reincarnation, then you pop the. Okay, so you need 200, 300 mana for reincarnation. You might have had it. Maybe you would have, maybe you wouldn't. But if you see that you don't, then you pop the mango, and then you have enough mana to regen, reincarnate. You reincarnate. You pop another stun, and then this guy's dead. Guaranteed dead. Slark is dead. You know?
Yeah.
But turned out you completely wasted your mango. But that's about it. Missed opportunity for a kill and wasted mango, but then you die. Nothing you could have done here, to be honest, this particular one.
Yeah. It's true.
I feel like at this point there are just so many things that you need to learn. Um, you just need a lot of practice. You just need to play a lot of Dota right now. Try to limit your hero pool. Try to have 15-ish heroes, 15 to 20 heroes in different roles. You know, 3 or 4 for mid, 3 or 4 for carry, 3 or 4 for offlaner, 3 or 4 for support, and try to limit your hero pool to that. And watch high level games, watch pro games. You have my YouTube profile, my YouTube channel. Watch my other coaching sessions, watch my learning videos, improving your Dota videos. Um, you're gonna learn by watching other people playing, other high level players playing. And when I say high levels, I mean anything above like 4K, right? So you can watch pro games; they're entertaining. They've got commentary with them. You know, you watch a few people. You develop favorite teams and whatnot. It's fun to watch, and you're not watching it for the entertainment. You're watching it to learn. It's free learning, and it's the best form of learning, really, for you at your stage.
Yeah.
So you really need to do that. Not sure what you're building with the Helm of Iron Will. Oh, okay, okay. Okay. Armlet. I don't really like Armlet for you because um, generally when you are in your bracket, you're already struggling with the nuances of the lanes, of the game, loads of other things. You don't want to deal with another active thing, to toggle on and off in the right situation and all that. So also, Armlet will get you killed more often than it'll save your life or help you out. So Armlet is not good. Just don't make Armlet. Yeah. There are many other items which are much better on Wraith King. Echo Saber is pretty decent. Even Blade Mail is really good on Wraith King. Blink Dagger, fantastic. Even if you go for Invis, what's it called?
Shadow Blade.
Shadow Blade, yeah. Even if you go Shadow Blade after your treads, it's fine. It's great. Wraith King has the thing that you have to. The way you look at different heroes in Dota is there are 5 factors, right? The 3D2Ms, as Eric Wright says: durability, disable, damage, mobility, mana, right? So Wraith King has durability, lots and lots of durability, right? Possibly the most durable hero in the game. He's got lifesteal, he's got crit, which lifesteals. I mean, the more you crit, the more you lifesteal, the more damage you deal. Even if he dies, he comes back to life. Like you don't get more durable than that, right? So you don't need to build any item which gives you more durability. And armlet is a durability item in its essence. So armlet is not something that you want. Next is damage. Wraith King, he has a okay damage. His crit amplifies whatever damage you build on him. So even if you build a little bit of damage on him, it gets a lot. So damage is an item. Damage items you need to build a little bit. You need to have a little bit of damage, and it will be amplified by a lot. It'll be amplified by 300% by on every crit. But that's 15% chance to do 300% damage. So if you do some calculations, it's more like you're increasing your damage by, I don't know, 15% or so. I don't want to get into the whole average damage stuff, but point being that you don't need to build a whole lot of damage. So the next is what did I say? Durability, damage, and God damn it, what was the third D? Disable, right? So Wraith King has a disable. You have your stun. You can lock people down. So disable is another item that Wraith King does not need. You don't need Sheepstick. You don't need Basher. You don't need any of those items. So the next thing is mobility. Wraith King has zero mobility. Absolutely no mobility at all. His movement speed is slow. He has no blinks. He has nothing to be mobile. So that is the biggest item, the most important essential item that Wraith King needs, right? So those mobility items are pretty much. God damn it! How do I get rid of this? There we go. Mobility items are Shadow Blade, Blink Dagger, Force Staff. I guess that's it. Yeah, those are the three. And of course their upgrades. So those are the three main items that you want to decide for mobility, and you have to have on Wraith King or on any hero that requires mobility. You have to have its core to have one of these three items. So you are going for a Blink Dagger, which is a mobility item, and that's fine. But it would be nice to have that as first item, maybe. Even though it's not always best to have just a Blink Dagger on these heroes, but it's, to be honest, in your bracket, it's completely fine. It's absolutely fine to have just treads and then a first item Blink Dagger. In fact, I've done that in many of my games as well on Wraith King. Not ideal, but it's fine. Also keep in mind, Blink Dagger allows you to farm faster as well, because you can jump from jungle camp to jungle camp faster. Now, fifth was the mana. Wraith King does not have mana. Wraith King has issues with mana. Also, mana is really crucial for him because his ult depends on it. His durability factor depends on it. So if you get mana, then you actually, out of 5 things, you're actually solving two issues, 2 birds with 1 stone. So get mana items. This is why Blade Mail is such a fantastic item on Wraith King, is because it gives you mana, it increases your mana pool, it makes you a little bit more tankier. Not something that you need, but it also gives you damage. And it's a little bit of damage, it's just 18 damage, I believe it's 18 damage. But it's going to scale, as we said, with Wraith King, it's going to scale. So that's one of the reasons why Blade Mail is really fantastic. Similar story with Echo Saber, but as we said, mobility item first, and then you can think of other items depending on the game. Yeah, okay. So looks like a typical 1K game, just constant fighting. You died, you came back to life, you're chasing people. See, you're not mobile. You couldn't chase the PA. You couldn't jump on the PA and stun her and whatnot. If you hadn't bought this Helm of Ironwill, and if you'd bought your Blink Dagger earlier, this PA was a dead PA, guaranteed. You would have been able to blink on her, you would have been able to stun her, then you guys kill her, so. Okay. Okay, this is where I have the issue. You don't have your ult. Your ult is on cooldown. Whenever your ult is on cooldown, you don't want to fight. If you died, you came back to life, and the team fight is still going on, and you obviously when you're dead, you're looking at the team fight and you feel like, okay, this is a team fight, we're losing. Then you stun somebody and you run the hell out of there. What you don't want to do is you don't want to die. You're a carry, you're a core, you don't want to give kills. You were farming here aggressively on the enemy side of the map without having your ult up, and this is why you died here. Your durability, your survivability depends on your ult. If you don't have your ult, or if you don't have mana for your ult, you're good as dead. So it's really important to adjust your playstyle based on your ult's your ultimate status. Okay, you go back to farming, which is nice. Now you have your ult up, so you can actually tell your team, guys, let's go and fight. Let's go down mid and go and fight people. All right, now you're fighting PA, which is fine, but you're not gonna win from her because she's got lifesteal, she's got more damage than you. You can't kill her. So after this fight, you should have realized that okay, this PA is not dying. I can't fight this PA. So what do you need? You need damage. Right now, you realized, all right, I've solved my mobility question, my mobility problem. Now I actually have a damage problem. I don't have a durability problem so much right now. A little bit durability problem, but it's mostly damage problem because I just man fought PA, and I didn't even bring her health down even a little bit. She was able to regen all of it. So I really need some damage, and this is where once again blade mail would have been fantastic. PA jumps you, you turn blade mail on. Suddenly she can't hit you. If she does, she's damaging herself for more than she's damaging you. And on top of that, you're also right-clicking her and damaging her. So for those 5 seconds, you're really laying the damage on her. Good decision, run away. There are 4 people there, you can't fight. So yeah, next question should be, how do I solve my damage problem? And you're going with MKB, which is completely fine. I like that. I like that a lot. Good decision there. Apart from Armlet, which I guess you might have seen some games, higher level games, people building Armlet, or maybe it was a recommended item or something. Not sure. Other than that, you've got the right idea. Your team is fighting here. You're farming here. I think because you have your ult up, you're fight ready. You have blink. You have armlet. You have your ult. Your team is fighting right underneath your tower. You should have TP'd over here, stunned a couple of people, and taken that fight. Okay, you did TP, but you TP'd a little bit late. You TP'd about 30 seconds too late. Nice. See, you could have done this a lot earlier. Necro might not have had to die. Alright. Stun. Ooh. Bit slow. Hey, your movements are fine. Alright, so in team fights, you never ever want to focus the tank. right? So the axe is the tank. In your team, you are the tank. So you guys don't want to focus the axe. The enemy doesn't want to focus you, right? So this is the way it should be. If you focus the axe, you're going to take lots of damage. All of you are going to take lots of damage. Not from an axe alone, but from the enemy team. Because it's going to take you guys a long ass time to kill the axe. And if the enemy team is smart, then during the time that you guys are trying to kill the axe, they're just going to kill you. And that's the purpose of the tank. What? Did you? Oh, damn. Okay, so once again, the same mistake. You didn't have your ult up, and you started pushing high ground. Or rather, you were taking a tower. Big mistake. You had full mana, you didn't stun anybody. Could have stunned somebody. Yeah, so once again, same mistake. Skip forward to when you... Oh, your whole team died as well. That's the thing, like, the tank dies, the frontliner dies, and then it's just pick-offs, one after another. Alright, I like the fact that you're jungling. You should focus the Ancients a little bit more just because you can farm Ancients so quickly. Keep in mind that your crit actually damages non-hero, as in the creeps, 500%, right? So Ancients is a breeze for Wraith King. I haven't actually spoken about the talent tree this game. Um, this is the second time I'm coaching the 7.0 patch, and I completely missed the talent tree for my previous student. It's probably something I should.
That's alright, man.
That's probably something I
alright.
should focus on first. So let's look at Wraith King's talents, right? At level 10, he gets 8 int or 15 damage. Now, talent tree is not set in stone. Almost no hero has a talent tree which is set in stone. Each option really depends on the game, from different games, right? So you're reaching level 10, you have to ask yourself, am I having struggle with mana? Like, is there an anti-mage on the enemy team? Is there a phantom lancer on the enemy team? Is there a lion on the enemy team? Are they draining my mana so fast that I'm dying without my reincarnation? If you answered yes to one of those questions, you need to go for the 8 int for sure, because 8 int means 8 times 12, which is what, 96, nearly 100 mana. Might be the it's 1/6 of your current mana. More than 1/6 of your current mana. If you go for the 8 int, it's a lot. It's actually a lot. You go for the 8 int, and you change your treads to int treads. That means you're actually getting 9 more int from your treads, meaning you have like 200 more mana. Instead of 600, you have like 800, more than 800 mana, which might be the difference between you dying and you living. You dying and you reviving, and that might be the difference between your team winning the team fight or losing the team fight. But if you don't need that, then go for the 15 damage. It's not a lot, but it's something. Next is 200 health or 15 movement speed. Once again, the question is durability or mobility. Now, we already said that Wraith King's biggest issue is mobility, but you've addressed that problem with the Blink Dagger. So by level 15, it's fairly late into the game. You have to ask yourself, am I having trouble chasing people down or running away from people? Or am I just getting bursted down in team fights and I'm just not able to live? I blink in, I fight, and I get bursted down, I can't do anything, and I can't escape, really. I'm not really running. Like, in this game, they have a stun, they have axe stun, they have a leash. You're probably not running away. So, in this game, movement speed, 15 movement speed wouldn't really help you a lot. So 200 HP is definitely, I think, in this particular game, the right call. And also, I think 15 damage is also the right call in this game. Next up, 20 strength, 40 attack speed. Once again, you have question: durability or damage this time? Attack speed is damage, DPS. So once again, you're gonna ask yourself by level 20, am I getting bursted down too quickly, or do I just not kill people? Especially if you have MKB by that time, I'm pretty sure you'll be killing people by that time if you have MKB by level 20. So then you don't really need the attack speed, but you also have to ask yourself 20 strength. 20 strength also means damage, right? 20 strength means 20 damage. So 40 attack speed is going to be a lot more than 20 damage, but 20 strength also means 400 HP, right? That's a lot, especially when you chose 200 HP in level 15. Going for 400 HP level 20 means 600 total HP out of nowhere for free. Combine that with your armlet, when turned on, you are one tanky dude. So that's really fantastic. So it's a question that you need to ask yourself when you get to level 20. I think in this game, we're not really there, but at the moment you are having a lot of trouble surviving. But at the moment you're also having trouble damaging people. So by level 20, you have to see if you can get the MKB or not. If you get the MKB, then maybe going for 40 attack speed might be better in the sense that the best defense is a great offense. Because if you just kill them like in 2 seconds, then you don't really need the strength. So yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll see when we get to level 20 what you really need. At level 25, no reincarnation mana cost versus Vampire Core. No reincarnation mana cost is pretty much the same question you asked yourself at level 10. Anti-Mage, or PL, or, Anti-Mage and PL really are the only two mana drainers. I guess Quaspex Wraith King is also one, but at level 25, that's not really going to be an issue for you. The Wraith King. Sorry, the Invoker. So 20% extra Vampiric Aura is just plain stupid good. 50% total lifesteal for your entire team. That's just ridiculous. So yeah, I think the biggest question really is the level 20, because they're very, very comparable, because both give very similar stats. I think maybe 20 strength might be a little bit better. A little bit better. At the same time, your right-click damage is... your attack speed is actually horrendous, so 40 plus attack speed might also be really good. Keeping in mind, you will give yourself a chance to crit even more, so...
Yeah, I don't know what you think.
So you can see right now, you're dying. You're actually dying a lot. So I think for sure, at level 20, I would go with 20 strength. 400 HP might be the difference between you. Right now, if you'd had 400 extra HP, you would not have died. So yeah, I definitely this game would have gone for 400 extra HP. One more thing. Quelling Blade does not scale anymore. It's literally just giving you 24 extra damage against creeps. Should have sold it. Should have sold it a long time ago. Should have sold it as soon as you had gold for Demon Edge. It's 2,400 gold. Replace it with your Quelling Blade, and you get nearly 50 extra damage. It's a big mistake not doing that. Holding on to your net worth like that is really, really bad. Spend your gold as quickly as possible. Get your items. Alright. Carrying on. Alright, seems like you did exactly that, except where is your Demon Edge? Ah, okay. Oh god. You bought 2 javelins, which is okay. I was saying oh god to the fact that you actually just used dust instead of TPing the wrong hotkeys. Okay, your team is gonna die, all of them. because you were not there with them. It's too bad. Okay, you've got your MKB. Now you have MKB. You have your reincarnation. It's time to fight. Time to fight, boys. Everybody, let's go down mid. Let's force a fight. You know, I'm ready to fight. Do you guys need anything as well? Do you guys waiting on any important items? You know, ask these questions. Communicate with your team.
Yeah, I couldn't hit PA there when I come back alive for some reason.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, this is how your item decisions should be. Like right now, you're obviously seeing that. All right, I literally can't hit anybody. I'm just getting controlled. I'm just getting what's the word?
Axe.
Sorry.
Yeah, I got controlled by Axe. I got core.
Yeah, not baited. God damn it! What is the right word? It'll come to me. So yeah, you need a BKB. You need a BKB urgently.
Definitely, yeah. That's what I tried farm for.
Yeah. So in fact, I might have actually even gone for a BKB over MKB. I think in this game I might have had a blade mail instead of armlet, a BKB after that, and then an MKB.
Oh, yep.
Kited. Yeah, you're being kited a lot.
Yeah, definitely. I got this joy. Yeah, this.
There you go.
Joy.
Things are happening.
I
should have
said
lost this
I
game.
couldn't talk that game for some reason. My mic wasn't working. I told him to keep pushing mid. We could have win this game.
Yeah, it looks like you guys should have. You just running down mid, or what are you guys doing? Looks
Man,
like
we should have win
take.
this game.
So you guys are gonna
And no
take
one.
tower.
We could have
you
win
are
this game.
more crit.
Keep pushing.
Yeah, keep
Oh,
pushing. Okay, now you died, so just get back.
See?
How
Everyone
did you
get back.
die here? It was a bad armlet toggle? No. You didn't even have
Shake
armlet on. You didn't? Okay, so let's look at this. Let's look at this. Go back a couple. Right, so you have 20 seconds on your ult, right? You have 20
Yeah.
seconds on your ult. Shaker's there. You turned your armlet off, but you forgot to turn it back on, and you turned back, right?
Oh, yeah.
So
that's
I'm
a
not
big
sure
mistake.
if it's 2 mistakes or 3. First mistake, you don't have your ult. Don't have your ult, don't turn back in. Second mistake, you don't have your armlet on. Even if you have your armlet on, you can fight this. Nobody in the enemy team is alive. You turn your armlet on, you stun this guy, you kill him. Easy. Yeah.
I got 4-star by the sniper.
Yeah. He was probably trying to force staff you so you could stun him. I think.
Don't know. Never know what 1K thinking, man.
Absolutely. Oh, I want to see this. What happened? PA was there, and like, yeah.
We should have. Oh, I don't know how to buy back, but he should have get ag. Like, I wish he has ag there. I told him
Who?
to get it.
Necro?
Which, yeah. So PA couldn't buy back.
Oh, it doesn't work anymore. Just this patch, but nerf.
Oh, it didn't work on this patch. What?
Yeah, it doesn't work on it. No.
Oh,
You
no.
can still buy back. You can always buy back.
Yeah, this is what we get destroyed. No teams there, just 2 of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's how we lost the game.
Once again, what happened was you didn't have your ult. Now you don't have your ult. See, you should have blinked out right now. You just blink out. You turned around and you started hitting creeps. PA is critting you guys for 1500 damage. It's bloody hell, this guy is so far. It's 42 minutes in. So.
Yeah, PA is actually fine.
Yeah, you guys had a sniper. You guys could have easily defended high ground. Didn't have to
Yeah,
lose. Even now, they just took a range drag. So even now, if you're able to, somehow the melee rats
like
survive.
I say PA is dead. Just push mid. No one
Yeah.
push.
Even now, you guys can just push mid. To be honest, the
Yeah,
PA is dead for 80 seconds,
we
70
could have win
seconds.
this game. Really. Like Slack is not an issue.
It sort of is, but not that big an issue. Alright, once again, no ult. Do not. There we go. So we pretty much
So
see the same thing
just
over and over.
know, yeah, over and
Yeah,
over
like
again.
you need to know your hero's limits, and it all comes down to playing the same hero over and over again, or playing the same hero enough times. Just go over the all hero challenge, learn each hero, or decrease your hero pool, and you know learn each hero's strengths and weaknesses. It's really important to do that. All right.
Yep. Yep.
All right.